Hey guys, welcome back. And if you are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Melissa, and today I have for you guys a full day of eating vegan keto. I've been on this vegan keto journey for well over a year now. I have a whole playlist. I'll leave it linked right above here for you guys. I am also going to be sharing with you guys this month's Sips by box. I have been getting these boxes for, oh my goodness, so long now. They send them to me for free, but I always like to let you guys know that when a company sends me items, but I only like to share with you guys what I am really enjoying, and I absolutely love this one. You can customize it for yourself for a gift. It's basically you go on the website, you'll take a little quiz, and it'll ask you what kind of teas you like, whether it's caffeinated, herbal teas, different, like spicy teas, different things like that. So it is customized just for you. So you will, when you open the box, you'll get a little sheet. It will say made for, like obviously this one is made for me, so it says made for Melissa. It'll show the variety of tea that is in the box. And when you open it, you will see you'll get a variety of different teas. You get four different teas and then 4 servings of each of those teas. And then sometimes they will also send you some loose teas as well, and they will send you the little bags that you can put the loose tea in and make your own little tea bags. And these muslin bags are also reusable as well. So we're going to get into today's meals. We're going to start with some breakfast, and we're going to make sort of like a bulletproof coffee, but is basically going to be a bulletproof tea. So we're going to use the Nepali breakfast tea this is, and this is sort of like a chai tea. I'm really excited about this one because I absolutely love chai tea. It is one of my favorite teas. So we're going to use one of those little reusable bags that come in the little muslin bag. This is what they look like here. And then we're just going to see what it says here on the card. Like I said, the card will tell you a little bit about the tea and how long to brew it. So this one is a high caffeine tea, which is a really great way to start the day. And it has black tea, black pepper, some cloves, green cardamom, and cinnamon, which I absolutely love. We're going to get this brewing. And like I said, to make this a bulletproof tea, we're going to add some vegan butter. I'm loving this Country Crock plant butter. This is the one with the avocado oil. They do also have ones with almond oil and olive oil, but I absolutely love this one. Here are the macros on here. We're going to use about a tablespoon. So this is going to, add some calories, but that's okay. But we want to get those good fats. So 11 grams of fat. We're going to put that in the cup first. And then what I'm going to do is just brew the water on top of it. Here's what the tea looks like, the loose tea, in case you wanted to see what it looks like. It's a variety of the different teas. Put that in the bag, and I'm going to use my coffee pot to heat up my water, get that brewing, and the water will kind of just melt the butter as it is, because the water is so hot, basically. And also we're going to use some of this Jordan skinny syrups. I love these. This is the maple bourbon pecan. We're going to use a little bit of that as well. And then I'm also going to use my current non-dairy milk. I kind of switch it up every so often, but I'm going to use the Silk Creamy Cashew. Make sure you always get the unsweetened because you don't want the added sugars. This one is only 1 net carb for a full cup. We're only going to use maybe about a quarter of a cup. So it's, very minimal amount of carbs in this breakfast that we are having, even though it's just a liquid breakfast, so to speak. So I'm going to add a little bit of that as well. And that is how I'm going to start my day today. Like I said, it's sort of like a bulletproof coffee if you're familiar with it, but it is a bulletproof tea. And are you loving this mug? How cute is this mug? Go check out my Big Lots haul that I had done right before we went into quarantine. I'll leave that linked right above here so you guys can see what other great items I got. But I got this mug at Big Lots and absolutely love it. So this is how we're going to start our day, and we will be back in a little bit, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to have later on in the afternoon. All right, guys, so we are back, and it is a couple hours later since I had my bulletproof coffee. They will keep you pretty full because you have the fats in there. So we're going to use this. This is just basically a black tea. It's from Bewley's. It's a gold blend, Master Blender's Gold Blend Tea. It's just basically a black tea, high caffeine, so it's a good way to, continue, having some energy throughout the day. I do like caffeinated teas, but like I said, you can switch it up and have whatever you want put in the box. So to sweeten this one, I'm going to use some of these sweet drops. This is the English toffee, and then I'm also going to use some more of that cashew milk as well. This one comes with like a little dropper. And then basically I'm going to just use just a little bit of some more of that, the Silk unsweetened milk as well. And that's going to be basically our tea. Try not to spill it like I did, but that's what happens sometimes when you're trying to film and pour at the same time. And for a little snack, I'm going to have like a little very, like a little fattening snack sort of, or a snack plate basically. I'm going to use some of this Daiya cream cheese. Not one of my favorites. The carbs are a little bit higher than I would prefer and compared to some other cream cheese I have, but not too bad. But like I said, I'm going to make a little snack plate, and basically what I did was I have my tea all ready to go, and then I just made a little plate of some fresh celery that I've been getting in my Misfits Market box. Absolutely loving it. I'll leave that playlist linked above for you guys as well, so you guys can check out all the fresh produce I get sent to my house every week. And I topped the cream cheese with a little bit of some everything but the bagel seasoning and a little bit of some pecans as well. So this is going to be very low carb as well. This is only going to be a few carbs. I'm going to put all the carbs on the screen for you guys so you guys can see as we go throughout the day. And at the end, I'll give you my totals. So that's going to be my little afternoon snack. All right, so we are on to our third tea of the day, and we are back from a workout. Basically, my workouts lately have been very long walks. I've been just getting outside and walking, even though some of the days have still been pretty cold here in New York. But we're going to have a medium caffeine tea now, and this is an oolong tea. And this will be good because as it's, since it is getting later in the day, I don't want to have too much caffeine as the day progresses. So basically, it is just, like I said, an oolong tea. Here's what it says here, how long to steep it. It is a loose tea, so it also tells you how much of the tea to put in the tea bag as well, and the temperature of the water. And then I'm also going to have another little snack. It's sort of been like a snacky kind of day today. I wasn't really feeling like some full meals, but you'll see at dinner we'll have a nice big meal at dinner time. So I'm just going to have a little bit of these Louisville vegan jerky. I love these. These are so good. Just be careful if you try these. Just always check the macros, because some of them have some extra sugars in them. This one's not too bad. If you were to eat the whole bag, it's only like six net carbs. And then to sweeten my tea, once my tea is brewed, I'm just going to use some of this peppermint Jordan syrup as well, make it like a little peppermint tea, and that's pretty much it. I didn't even really have the full serving of the jerky. I just wanted just a little salty little snack, and that's going to be what I'm going to have for now to hold me off till dinner time. And dinner, like I said, is going to be a little bit of a bigger dinner. All right, guys, so it is time to make some dinner, and this girl is hungry after having a snack type of day. So I'm going to take this cabbage. I got this in my Misfits Market box, and what I did was I just cut it into fours. I'm going to put it in a bowl, soak it in some white vinegar and water, just to clean it. And then what I'm going to do is just chop it up into, just sort of like shredded pieces. If you have a shredder, I know, some people have those. I don't. So I just took a big knife and I just kind of chopped it up. It doesn't have to be perfect, just into thin little slices. And I'm going to cook this up in a big frying pan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some more of that, the Country Crock butter that we used this morning with our bulletproof coffee. So I'm going to use some more of this. I'm going to use about a tablespoon or so. And then I'm also going to add some avocado oil to my pan. And then I'm going to throw the cabbage in there, and I'm just going to cook that up until it gets nice and browned. All right, so while that cabbage is cooking, because it will take quite a while, just keep, tossing it in the pan so it doesn't get burned on the bottom, and just brown it as long as you want. We're going to use some of this tofu. I get this at Walmart all the time. It is 0 net carbs, absolutely no carbs. I love when I can, make tofu and have a, very low carb dinner. So what I did was I take the block out and I just absorbed some of the water with a towel. But I do want this to have a little bit of moisture in it, and I did cut it into strips. And then what I'm going to do is make a breadcrumb coating for it. So I'm going to use some of this almond flour. I get this big bag at Sam's Club. It's a really great price if you have a Sam's Club. And it is low net carbs. For a cup of it, it is only 2 net carbs, and you're also getting a good amount of fat in there as well, because we want to make sure we're getting a good amount of fats every day when we are on keto. I'm also going to use some ground flaxseed as well. And I usually get this organic one, another big bag of it. This is only, I think, around like $3 for this big bag, and I get it at Walmart. It's such a great deal. There's only 1 net carb for 2 tablespoons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my, my almond flour. I'm going to put like a quarter of a cup in there, and then I'm also going to put a quarter cup of the flax meal as well. Then we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. You always got to have that use the really good sea salt as well. Add a little bit of some pepper to it, as much pepper as you like. I know everybody kind of, has different preferences on how much pepper they like. I've been using the white pepper that I got in my Big Lots haul as lately, and it's really spicy. Then I'm also going to add some garlic powder and onion powder, and we're going to sprinkle that in there as well. And then I also have this seasoning that I had gotten from Dollar Tree a while back. It was like a spicy Cajun style seasoning. So we're going to add that in there to it as well. Use whatever you have. I always say use what you have, try different flavors. Great thing about cooking. We're just going to whisk that up lightly. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just toss the chicken, not chicken, they're gonna be like sort of like chicken strips. If you're not vegan, you can use chicken, but we're gonna use the tofu strips, and we're just gonna dip it into this mixture. That's basically what it is. I just put it in there, just tossed it around there, and there was enough moisture on it. If your tofu seems like it doesn't have enough moisture, you could always dip it into some non-dairy milk, and that's what they look like when they are all coated. And then what I did was I just laid them on a baking sheet that was lined with parchment. You could do these in a frying pan if you prefer as well, or you could even do it in an air fryer, but I had quite a few, so I just figured I would throw them in the oven, and I let those go in the oven and cook them for about a half an hour. All right, so while the cabbage is cooking and those tofu fingers are in the oven getting all nice and crispy, we're gonna make a sauce. I love making like different kinds of sauces sometimes to drizzle on top of my dinners, and sometimes it can add some extra fats as well if you're kind of running low on your fats for the day. So one of my latest obsessions is this spicy peanut butter one, and I love this organic creamy peanut butter from Walmart. It is, I think, only like 1 net carb for like 1 or 2 tablespoons, so it's very low net carb. I don't know how they do it, but I'm also going to use some of this hot sauce as well, some liquid aminos, and some like a drop or two of these sweet drops that make it a little sweetness as well. Basically what I did was I used a tablespoon of the peanut butter and just put a little bit of the other ingredients, and then a little bit of water to just thin it out to, the consistency that you prefer. And it made a nice sauce. So once I had that done, my cabbage was pretty much all ready to go. You can see it kind of like, wilted down, and it got all nice and brown and yummy and delicious, especially with that butter. Just gives it a nice savory flavor. And we're ready to plate this dinner. So here are the tofu fingers, and I know it's sort of like a brown looking dinner, but we're still eating veggies. Although the whole dinner I didn't realize when I put it all together, it looked very brown. But anyway, so here is the cabbage, and I topped it with a few of those tofu fingers that are all coated and crispy. And then here is my peanut butter sauce, which was so good. Like I said, you can make it as thick or thin as you prefer. You could even just drizzle it on top, if you prefer. I kind of put it on the side as sort of like a dipping sauce. You could also, if you wanted to add an extra veggie to this and give it a little more color, you could add some broccoli to it as well. But I was just loving the cabbage because cabbage has been on sale lately in the stores. And that was my dinner for tonight, and it was just so good, so delicious. I highly recommend try that peanut butter sauce. It is good on everything. So, and then after dinner, what I decided was to try our last tea of the day. And we're going to have this Stash Jasmine Blossom tea. Yes. And this is a low caffeine tea. So I thought this would be a great way to end the evening. And we're actually going to make a fun little treat too. So we're going to brew up some of this tea, and I'm not usually one who gravitates towards having a floral tea, but this one was really, really good. So we're going to brew that up, and as you can see, I just have it brewing here. It's just very light tea. I didn't add any sweeteners or anything to it because I feel like the floral teas have such a nice flavor just all on their own. You really don't need to add anything extra to it. And then for our special little treat, what we're going to do is we're going to take this Silk heavy whipping cream. Guys, if you can get, I know I keep saying it in several of my videos, if you guys can get your hands on this, I know my Walmart has it, my ShopRite, I know we're kind of limited right now to, going into stores and things like that, but if you can get your hands on it, I highly recommend it. So I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to use some of this, my protein, my powder that I've been currently using because I kind of always mix it up. But this is the keto-friendly one from Sun Warrior, really, really good, 100% plant-based vegan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that whipping cream, put it in the bowl. I'm just going to whip it up, and then I'm going to add a little bit of the chocolate protein powder. I'm gonna whip that up and make like a chocolate mousse, and then what we're gonna do is just top it with one strawberry, because like Nicole Burgess says, eat the damn berries. Enjoy a berry here or there. You know, you gotta have some fruit, and the berries are, you know, one of the better ones when you're on keto. So this was my little end of the night treat. I hope you guys enjoyed checking out what I had for a full day of eating keto, and while we are in quarantine or lockdown or whatever whatever we're calling this, craziness that we're all living in right now. I really hope everybody is staying safe and healthy, and and still having some of these fun treats as much as you can, and also staying on plan. I really hope that you guys are sticking to your plan, whether it is keto or Weight Watchers, whatever it is you guys are doing. Stick with it, because we don't want to all this time that we've been doing so well and losing weight and getting on this, going on this really, this health journey, you don't want to ruin it, for this time that we're, all locked inside. And if you can get outside, go walk, do what you can, do a workout inside your house, keep it up, guys. It's really, really important. We all have to stay healthy and strong during all this. So I really hope you guys, like I said, are staying safe and healthy. Leave me some comments down below. Let's chat. How are you guys getting through all this? If you have a cheat, have a cheat. It's okay. But next day, next meal, move on. It's I do it from time to time as well. So leave me some comments down below. Let's talk. What are you guys doing to get through all of this? And don't forget, before you leave, make sure to subscribe if you are new, and make sure you hit that like button so that way I know you like the videos. It helps YouTube know as well. And as always, guys, I thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you soon. Bye, guys.